Welcome, 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 welcome. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to watch something that's going to be a catastrophic failure or a catastrophic win. Which one it's going to be, I don't know. But we about to find out really, really soon. And we're going to find out in less than 10 minutes. So hold tight. And we're going to set everything up for you for one quick moment. And then we're going to get right into this PS5 Pro reveal discussion. Yes, sir. Listen, Linda. What's going on, chat? Y'all know I wasn't finna miss this. You know I wasn't finna miss this. See, Blandrew got it right. Blandrew got it right. Blandrew know I'm here for just the nuclear bomb and the explosion that's going to, be once this thing is over with. But hey, I always give people the benefit of the doubt before the thing starts. So, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe they'll show us 10 5, maybe 4 new PS5 games that they ain't show us yet that's coming out relatively soon since the PS5 is dry as hell. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. The thing is only 9 minutes. So what's going on, chat? Um, uh, what are y'all predictions for what we about to see in less than 7 minutes here? That's what I really want to know. We know we're going to see the PS5 Pro, but what are y'all expecting? What y'all predictions? Release date, price point, games, if any at all. Um, what do y'all think is going on, man? Uh, oh man, watch out! It's going to hit you like Scrappy did. Listen, bruh. I'm not worried about no PS5 Pro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is the reason why I don't have a PS5 now. A system don't mean anything if you don't got no games for it. I need to I need to let y'all know something that people are just kindly and conveniently overlooking about Sony and the PlayStation 5 is that the PS5 got less exclusives than the Wii U. I'm gonna repeat that again for you because I don't think y'all understand. The PlayStation 5, which is in his fourth and a half year of existence, has less exclusive games than the Wii U. Let that sink in while we sit here and count down till they show us a PS5 Pro. Why are we buying a PS5? And on top of that, why the fuck would we buy a PS5 Pro? If your system got less exclusives than the damn Wii U, which is universally known as a catastrophic failure, why are we creating a pro system? That's just my question. So I sit up here, it's like they can't go on for 9 minutes about technical jargon and hyping technical shit up. But it is Sony, they probably would try to do that shit. But 9 minutes is pretty short. You show the PS5 Pro, you show what it can do. That takes relatively 3 minutes. So they have to show a game here, at least one, something, because we just dry out here. Like it's ridiculous. The PS5 has three. If you counted a remake of Dark Souls, has three games that's worth purchasing out of out of the Smallest amount of exclusives they have on the console. Just 3 games in a 4-year span. That's worth purchasing. That's just ridiculous. Um, oh, we got the stellar roster in here today. We got Tony in here, Jazzy, Blandrew, Jerron is in here too. Like what, Bloody Ninja's in here too. Yeah, what are y'all? Why are y'all up here this early trying to? Y'all really trying to see this PS5 Pro? All y'all Nintendo guys, like why y'all up this early to see this PS5 Pro? That's the real question. Y'all know why I'm up this early. I'm a menace. I'm gonna kill him with the facts and kill him with kindness. So it's like why I'm up. But why y'all up worrying about this? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like filler show until that Switch 2 reveal. Yeah, it's pretty much a filler show to that Switch 2 reveal. Um, uh, I predict no new game announcements. Yeah, that's probably what's probably going to happen. But I'm hoping for the best. Like I'm not a doom and gloom Sony guy on Sony all the time. I wish them the best. I wish they would do better. Um, it's like, hey, they copied Mario Galaxy and created a game that was good. So, I mean, they have potential to do good. It's just that they have to do it on the back of other people because they can't create thing on their own. But it's okay. Um, the only way I can see me buying it is if it's a PS1 and PS4 backwards capability. Wasn't that in the PS3, if I'm not mistaken? So does that even matter? Does that even matter at this point? I mean, to have backwards capability with the PS1, PS2, PS3 on the PS5, you should have been doing this from day one. Each system that should have been in the box on day one. But you definitely wasting your time. You definitely should have went to the gym and came back and watched this 10-minute video after you got out the gym. There was no point for you to miss the gym for this. But yeah, it's I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss no comments here. We got 2 minutes left. I told y'all what I expect to see. Um, I don't think I'm going to see it, but I'm just hoping. They got this scary looking guy, Mark Canary, whatever, however you pronounce his damn name. Um, he's doing a presentation, so it's going to be a lot of fluff and bluff going on. I know that for sure. So, well, we almost ready. Oh man, I gotta make sure y'all can hear the actual stream when it starts. Mm, I mean, price point of $600 is DOA to me, and above $600 is DOA. But we'll see what happens. We got 90 seconds left, so we definitely about to see what's gonna go on here. Um, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited for not the PS5 Pro. I'm excited for how crazy the timeline is gonna be today with the damage control and with everything else that goes along with it. I'm excited for that part. That's what I'm excited for, y'all. To be quite honest with you, um, I don't expect anything. I'm not watching this for excitement. I'm watching it to see your take. I'm curious your reaction. I don't. You'll see my reaction in a second. You'll see my reaction in a second, in a hot second, a beautiful second. Um, hoping for the best. All I gotta say is that Switch 2 is in a prime position to dominate once again, like the Switch has done. Sony and Microsoft really created this gap of opportunity for Nintendo to dominate again. Especially Sony, they just obviously wasn't prepared with the PS5 whatsoever. We can see that now. So you got a Slim early in this life cycle. Now you finna get a Pro, and your game count didn't increase. So it's like, what are we doing? Like really? All right, here we go. Let's see. Well, they got to show some games. They got a rating on the beginning. Uh-oh, is it working? Hold on. Oh, my bad, I muted it.
To look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience. When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed.
Oh Lord, why are we lagging?
With character counts reaching into the hundreds.
What is happening?
Reaching into the hundreds. And frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second.
This man lied
PS5
2 minutes
has a
into the
powerful
video.
RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas.
What game ran at 120 frames per second
Ray tracing
on PS5?
allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it!
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games.
Why is he sitting up here
With
glazing
audio
the PS5?
so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution
It's not a difficult
rendering.
choice for gamers. It's a
These
difficult
modes might
choice
also
for
have
tech
enhanced
zombies.
detail or use more ray tracing.
Who is this clown
But
talking?
the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60
This is so
frames per
embarrassing,
second.
bro. He's spewing this fucking internet
Mainly by
rhetoric.
reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time.
That's
Removing
basically
that
it,
decision,
chat.
or at
Devs
least
do need to
narrowing
optimize
that
better. There's no
divide,
excuse
is one
for
of the
this.
key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second,
Okay.
we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier. This goal
Ooh,
of delivering
wow.
almost
You really showed
fidelity
us
like
something amazing
graphics
there.
and performance frame rates
I sure
has
seen
been
the
achieved
difference.
for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5.
This shit is embarrassing.
For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
Y'all keep minimizing the
overall,
fucking
some
image.
remarkable improvement.
How are we gonna be able to tell the
On
difference?
PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate.
You trying to
But
tell
there are as
me
many
y'all
approaches
didn't have
as there are
other
game
games
engines.
to show?
The increase
So-
in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
I'm gonna tell you this. This was not well
Ray
thought
tracing
through.
is finding broad usage as well,
It was not well
particularly
thought
when the
through.
games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows.
This is what.
I
This
hope
is
you've
what
enjoyed this
kills
run
me.
through of the
No, I did
technology
not enjoy
behind
this at
PlayStation
all.
5 Pro.
It was not enjoyable.
Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family.
Okay, they didn't
Let
give
me
us
wrap
no
this up by giving you a
T-flop
quick
count.
look at a number of games running on the new console.
We got 1 minute left. Let's see how this thing looks, though. Probably we already leaked it, but yeah, it's just like the leak design. Just got a grill in the middle. This thing get uglier every time they show it. Don't let me hang. I mean, that's the best design they could have came up with. Like, they didn't even change the color. You could at least change the damn color of the console.
You're right. It'll be worth it.
I mean, from a marketing and advertising standpoint, if you change the color of the console, that would get people interested. But you can't even change the damn color. You just put an ugly ass black Cadillac grill in the middle. Like,
What's with all the neon?
they showing us games we already saw. These are minimal differences. It's not gonna. Sony's just dumb. I'm just gonna say it. Like, you want to show the PS5 Pro off, the first thing you show us is Last of Us 2 again. Like, we done seen that. You remastered that damn thing, and you gonna show it to us again? And that franchise has to hold the record of most remasters and fucking remakes, remasters. Vertical stance. $700. Are you fucking serious? Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. Ain't no. Let me rewind that because I did not see that shit. No, I didn't. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Let me rewind that. Let's play that last part back over again. I didn't see that. I didn't see that, Chad. Ain't no way I didn't see that. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way these motherfuckers think this is something you can do. Ain't no fucking way. These dudes are insane. Your console has less exclusive than the Wii U. And less than half of them on my account of my hand are worth buying. And you had the audacity to create a pro system and It's $700. You are out of your motherfucking mind. No way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. Nah, bruh. Nah. What the hell? I assume this has a disk drive. He didn't say anything about it being digital, and it's only one version of it. $700. 800 euros. Is this a is this a disk drive system? Because they didn't specify that. This is the biggest L I ever seen in my motherfucking life, bro. Yo, this thing is dead on arrival. No wonder. No wonder Nintendo is not pressured to show the Switch 2 yet. 700. This is insane. Where's the fact sheet? Did they put the fact sheet out? Let me scan the internet see because I want to know if this is a digital console. November 7th. I want to know if this is a digital console or is a disk drive. It doesn't matter if it is a disk drive. $700 is insane, bro. Paying $600 for a console is outrageous already. I have a Series X. I didn't pay $600 for it. I got mine's off of offer up, and somebody didn't open it, and I paid well less than $600 because it's paying $600 for the console is just stupid. It's insane. But $700 and the vertical stand is sold separately. Who are these dudes? What is going on, my guy? I have to I have to shell out 700, and I don't even get a goddamn vertical stand. I don't get an extra dual sense controller. I don't even get a game packed in to showcase the PS5 Pro power. These guys do not give a flying fuck about you guys. How? Chad is saying no disk drive, but I got to see what Sony put out themselves. There's no way. There's no way in hell they just did that. I'm shocked. Even for Sony level of stupidity, I'm shocked right now that this thing is $700. There's no $700 and no vertical stand. No game was shown to showcase this thing. Oh my! Everybody's saying disk drive. So I refuse to believe it. Where do y'all see that at? So I can pull it up. Where do y'all see that at? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. Nah, man. I'm not believing this. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Where did Sony specifically say there's no disk drive? That's what I want to see. Okay, they just put a tweet out. They just put a tweet out. Larger GPU, advanced ray tracing, AI driven upscale, super PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, whatever. Basically, their version of DLSS, which is going to be in the Switch 2. Bro, I am mad as shit right now. Yo, this is so bad for gaming. This is so bad for gaming. This is why these dudes can never, ever be the market leaders in this industry. Ever. I, I see they saying it on Twitter, but I want to see where Sony says there's no disk drive. I don't want speculation or secondhand information. I want it from Sony themselves that this is a digital only console and is no disk drive. They actually put it on PS Blog, so I'm trying to look through it real quick. I'm trying to look through it real quick for you guys. This is what the no way, bro. No way. No way. I still don't see it anywhere. Uh Oh my god. Yo, PS5 Pro is available as a diskless console with the option to purchase a disk drive separately. Oh my God. $700 for a diskless console and only 2 terabytes, which Call of Duty gonna take up 40% of that if you download that game. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Y'all, I'm in shock. This is and people think I hate on these guys. People think that I that I have a problem. Like, yo, who is these motherfuckers, bro? I am yo. I just there's no way. There's no goddamn way that you were selling a $700 console. A $700 console with no disk drive. And I still have to buy the vertical sand separately. Buy the disk drive separately. I get no incentive for buying this thing at $700. Are you insane right now? Are you insane right now? Bruh, listen. Everybody remember this day. This is the day. This is the day where their downfall happens again. It was already rough and rocky with the PS5 as it was. Because you still got 50% of your user base still on PS4. Every single announcement and move that you have made since the PS5 has debuted has not made people move off the PS4. People need to understand this. They came out and said 50% of their active users are still on PS4. What announcement have they made to make that 50% get off the PS4? This damn show ain't gonna do it. It's hilarious that people think people are gonna pay $700 to play Grand Theft Auto 6 on this. That's the most asinine shit I've seen rhetoric spewed all over the internet. Ain't nobody, I don't give a damn if you a hardcore gamer. You ain't paying $700 to pay no goddamn Grand Theft Auto 6. You're not doing it. Rockstar would be fools to bundle that game with this bullshit here. That'll be a waste of money. What you gonna spend? $800, $750 to play Grand Theft Auto 6? This fan base, this PlayStation fan base are fucking idiots. Like, they're idiots. I don't even have to go on Twitter right now, and I'm pretty sure they're having a party. This is not party-worthy information. Console prices are ridiculous already as is now. And now you got these ignorant second place, let me copy everything from Nintendo I can, morons trying to push a $700 console now. Do y'all not understand what this means? $700. Do y'all not understand what $700 console means? We're just going to keep pushing the price up because motherfuckers are going to buy it anyway. That's not good for gaming. $600 consoles was already not good for gaming. You already got people not moving from the Xbox One and the PS4. Why do you think pushing console prices higher is going to make them move? They're not going to fucking move. Listen, I didn't go to business school. You know what I mean? I ain't got a master's degree. You know what I mean? But I understand if I'm running a business and I have a new product and I want all my existing customers that bought my product before to move on to the new product, and I see 50% of them are still on my old product and not buying my new product 4 years in its lifetime, I'm not coming out with another version of that new product and hiking the price up $100 more. This is simple business 101. What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing? And in a matter of fact, I'm not going to heist the price up $100 more and then take away a feature that's in an original product, being a disk drive. Oh my God, bro. This is terrible. Anybody who buys this, automatically your gaming card is revoked to me. You're not a gamer at this point. This is shit like this that you absolutely, positively do not support. Just like y'all didn't support Concord, this shit needs to be the same. You need to give the same shit to this, because this is ridiculous. You charging more but giving us less. You charging more but giving us less. I don't listen. Everybody's in the chat talking about it's an option. I don't give a fuck about it being an option. It's the sheer audacity. The audacity for somebody to even put this out and sell it to you. That's what's ridiculous. Because if any number of people bite, it don't even have to outsell the base. If any other number of people bite, it's just going to give the green light to sell more consoles at this price. It's ridiculous. It's totally insane. I don't know what the hell this company is doing. It's bro. It would be different if they had a whole bunch of exclusive games lined up like Microsoft got, showed everything that they're developing, but you haven't seen anything. This thing has less exclusives than the Wii U. If it wasn't from a miracle Super Mario ripoff and Astrobot, what the hell would you even be thinking about playing on this damn thing right now? And that's just one game. That's one game, bro. And I knew somebody was going to bring up the phone option. This is not phones. This is gaming consoles. Gaming consoles are not phones. Phones are already ridiculous. That shit is not acceptable what's going on in the phone market. Paying $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 for a damn phone. That's insane. That's already insane. But the thing is, as a phone, it's a functional feature of your everyday life that you need. You don't need this shit here on the screen. You don't need this shit on the screen to function every day. At least with the phone companies, as they rape you with no Vaseline about the prices of these phones, they at least showing you that this is something that is a necessity to your everyday life, which it is. You gotta have a smartphone in today's life. It's a necessity. At least that's a necessity. That's a must. You must have that. You don't need this shit here on the screen. You don't need this ugly Cadillac grill, white Klondike bar looking motherfucker on the screen. You don't need him at all. But $700, I pray for you guys over in Europe. $800 is insane. We are paying damn near rent prices now for game consoles. This is somebody's monthly car note plus car insurance. Y'all need to think about that. This exceeds most people monthly grocery bills if you ain't got 5,000 kids. Most people could pay almost every bill in their house with that $700 outside of rent. Like what? Oh, bruh. That's oh man. That's just crazy. That's just crazy, bro. Like what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Like what are we doing? I want to ask the chat if y'all buying this, but I think I know the answer. There's no way none of y'all buying this. Who in this chat has actually lost their marbles, has no common sense, has been huffing paint, doing whippets, and doing vape, that's actually going to buy this thing? That's what I want to know. Gaming is not supposed to be this expensive. It's just it's ridiculous. It's not. This is a gaming console. At this point, I hate the PC crowd. I hate the PC guys. But at this point, build a goddamn PC. Like what are we doing? You know who's to blame for this? First of all, Jim Ryan is to blame for this bullshit. That's number one, because this obviously was in the working when he was still CEO. Um, Mark Canary, whatever the hell his name is, that he's to blame for this. And you know who else to blame? All you people who let these PC tech zombies infect the console conversation and community. Because all this man talked about was resolution and frame rates, which at the end of the day, the majority of gamers don't give a damn about none of that. They don't care about none of that. The best-selling games on the market, they don't care about none of that. Just make it look good. The biggest issue I have with this is that this makes game developers have become so effing lazy. It's disgusting. I remember when games were coming out for GameCube, the original Xbox, PS2, they were multi-plat. All of them were optimized for each system. They all performed differently. And you was able to compare the two, but they all had to be optimized because they all wasn't running on the same stuff. Good examples like Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 had, a little bit more graphical punch on the Xbox than it had on the GameCube. The GameCube had more graphical punch on the GameCube than it had on the PS2, but it was still optimized for each console to look the best it could be. Now we got developers that just want shit to just be so easy. They want to basically copy and paste, drag and drop. And the biggest issue that we got going on is that they are not building these games on the console first. They're starting it building on PC and moving it over. That when they started doing that, that's when all this shit just started going downhill. There has not been any game that has utilized the power of this PS5 Pro. There has not been one game that has fully used the power and utilized the full power of the Xbox Series X. And we're about to be 5 years in. We're about to be 5 years in. There's no excuse for Nintendo to have 1080p, 60 frame per second games in its first year of the Switch with great graphical fidelity. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Odyssey. And they cannot do this on the PS5 Pro and the Xbox Series. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'll take that back. Bethesda did fix Starfield, so Starfield does run at 60 frames per second on the Series X and the Series S. Something that everybody say, oh, it's holding it back. No, your developers are holding you back. It ain't the goddamn hardware. Like, there has not really been any really next-gen games. You just now getting next-gen games. Street Fighter 6, the little monkey game, Wukong, that came out. I can't even name. I get Starfield. There's only a handful because everything else is cross-gen. If it's cross-gen, it's not utilizing the absolute power of the console. Do people not understand that? So you haven't even seen what these things can do, and now we talking about fucking pros. We talking about PS5 Pros. You ain't even used the base PS5 yet. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? The best-selling games, they don't care about the frame rate and resolution. It doesn't have to be 60 frames per second. The resolution doesn't have to be fucking 4K. They don't care. People brought Hogwarts Legacy. Guess what is inching up to being the best-selling Hogwarts Legacy version? The Switch version. The Switch version is about to catch up and be the best-selling version of Hogwarts Legacy. Let that sink in for you. People who play Grand Theft Auto don't give a flying fuck about none of this. Does a game look good? Yes. Can I play it without any interruptions and no glitches and no crazy shit going on? Yes. That's all that matters to them. You gotta understand, these people started playing Grand Theft Auto on the PS2, which was the weakest system out of the three. And damn, did that shit look ugly then? But people still bought it because they didn't buy it for that reason. People ain't playing Call of Duty for that reason either. So it's like, I don't know who's this for and what it's for. Because if you don't have the games, at the end of the day, none of this shit matters. Nothing matters at the end of the day. But what is making my blood boil is that $6.99. When is it gonna stop? We're just gonna keep inching console prices higher and higher. Next thing you know, we spending a band. We should not be. If this thing is $700, what the hell you think gonna happen next year? They're gonna sell you a $600 console? That's out the window now. This is our starting price next generation. Because of morons like you, and when I mean you, people who are specifically in the Sony base and the PC tech zombie asshole idiots, they created this shit. Now our starting point next generation is $700. It makes no sense for nobody to start at $600 next generation. None. There's no point. We already broke that. We're done. We broke that plane. That plane is over. We're not going back down. This is ridiculous. Gaming is supposed to be accessible to everybody. This is not accessible. Everybody out here is struggling, trying to make ends meet and shit, and y'all pushing out $700 consoles. Meanwhile, we paying record prices for gas, record prices for groceries, record prices on rent. Rent is too damn high no matter where the hell you live at. It's like, why the hell are we pushing out? Why are we pushing console prices higher? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is why I say Hiroki, I'm glad Hiroki Totoki took over when he did, because everything that he says he's going to do, he's implemented it one by one, and maybe he could turn this company around, because this company is doing more damage in gaming than good. This company, the PlayStation brand, is doing more damage in gaming than good. So hopefully he can reel it back in, because it's like he cleared house. You got to do what's already been in the pipeline. This was already in the pipeline. You got to do it. You already spent the money making it in development. You got to put it out. It is what it is. But God damn, are we serious? See, the Sony PlayStation peasants don't think like this. All I heard when the Xbox Series X come out, nobody cares about the world's most powerful console. Now, I assume y'all have the most powerful console now. I would assume they didn't give us no specifications and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure it has to be. It has to be at least on par with the Xbox Series X. But $700, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. Chat, man. Look, I'm fine. I got to start reading the chat now. I'm sorry I've been ignoring y'all, but I've been trying to look up this information, more information on the PS5 Pro. Uh, uh, It's just this is crazy. I can't believe this is please, I am begging and pleading. I have never asked you Sony peasants for anything. I know Nintendo guys are not going to buy this goddamn thing. I ain't got to worry about them. I know the Xbox guys are not going to buy it because it has a Series X, but I'm begging you, PlayStation guys, please let this thing bomb. Please just let this thing crash and burn. Nothing good is going to come out of them getting any purchase sales out of this damn thing. Nothing good is going to happen from this. Nothing. Just buy a Series X if it matters that much to you. They obviously getting together over there in Microsoft. They're starting to utilize the Series X more. You're starting to see the third-party developers utilize the Series X more. Space Marine is one of the examples. It's going to get there, but these developers have to optimize and get used to these consoles, but they're not doing that anymore. They literally want to drag and drop from PC, and it's like it's a gaming console. We can't do that. PC is a whole nother platform. It's like we can't be doing that. But it's like, yo, I ain't never asked nothing from the Sony fan base in my life, but please leave this shit be. Let this shit bomb like Concord. This is ridiculous. I mean, Sony don't care nothing about you to the point they won't even give you the fucking stand with the console. Do you realize how much that stand had to cost to manufacture? And they can't even give it to you for free. They can't even give you a goddamn stand to stand the console up for free. On top of buying a separate disk drive. It's like Sony shits asinine shit and you people just open your mouths. Thank you, sir. Defecate on me in my head some more. I need some more. Just defecate in my mouth some more. Do y'all understand the audacity to sell a $700 console without a disk drive? So it's digital only. And then to still tell you have to buy the stand separately. So you just getting this ugly Cadillac grill looking motherfucker, a controller, and the wires for $700. Why? Why? That's my question. Why? Why are we doing it? What's the point of doing it? This is oh my God, bro. I'm just this is disrespectful to gaming. This is disrespectful to gamers. This to have the nerve to penny pinch so bad to not give you a fucking plastic stand. It's like, what? Like, what is the incentive for me to upgrade? There's no incentive. My game is going to go from 40 frames per second to 60 frames per second. That's $100. I'm paying $100 for that. I'm paying $100 to get 15 more frames. I'm paying a $100 increase on an already asinine price you're asking me for 20 more frames per second. That most people ain't going to be able to tell a difference until Digital Foundry shows you there's a difference and zoom it in and slow it down. And it's like, this shit is so ridiculous. This is what's bad with gaming. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I'm really pissed off at this. I was already pissed off that this thing already existed, but the fact of the matter is that they had the balls to sell you a digital only console with no disk drive for $700. So to have a complete functioning console, which we always used to get all the time out of the fucking box, I have to spend $700, pay extra for a disk drive, and then pay extra for a vertical stand. I'm pushing damn near $800, $900 at this point. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I need to go ahead and end this live because I'll be here all day. It's Sony. Fuck y'all, bro. The hell with PlayStation. F PlayStation. It looks like I don't know if I'm ever going to get a PS5 this generation at this point. I do know one thing. The Switch already had an open lane. The Switch 2 already had an open lane to dominate. But now, there's no doubt in my mind. Switch 2 is going to absolutely murder this console. It's going to murder the PS5. It's going to murder the Xbox. We know it's not going to be that high. We know in the Switch 2 we're already getting a DLSS technology, which PSSR is trying to be like. We already know we're going to get a great graphical leap. Like we already know this system is going to play all the games that's on PS5 and Xbox Series X. So what's the point? Like oh my God, it's like, I understand people like my Sony takes and everything, but this is the first time where I legitimately am pissed off at them. Like, legitimately. Other times I just be busting their balls so they can do better, but this really bothered me. $700, my guy. $700. Do y'all not understand that we can't go back now? There's no going back. The $600 console is dead. Outside of Nintendo, the $600 console is dead. And we already had an issue with that. Switch 2 is going to be a monster. Switch 2 is going to dominate. This is going to be a massacre. This is going to be a massacre. And the reason it's going to be a massacre is simply because Nintendo's going to have their ducks in a row. They're going to have excellent games available from day one, and they're going to have a price point that's probably going to be $200+ less for you to get games that look very identical and very similar to what you got on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Because I guess the rumored price that last time for the Switch 2 was $500, and people were kind of tripping about that. But I was like, $500 is a little bit out of Nintendo, what they would normally do. But considering the technology that we already rumored that it's going to have in it, I can see them trying to do $500. And I think that's the limit of what a console should be. I think that's the absolute limit. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's $450. I wouldn't be shocked if it's $400. Given the technology that they want to put in it, it doesn't have to be that high. It doesn't have to be that high. But for a system that could potentially be $200 or $300 less than your console and is going to play the same exact games on your console, this got to be the most stupidest shit I've ever seen. Just dumb. Just dumb. Do anybody know how much that stand is? How much is that stand? How much is that stand? I want to know. Because I don't know how much the PS5 vertical stand is. How much is the PS5 vertical stand? Like, I want to know. Somebody let me know. Because this is... It's bro, $700, my guy. $700. At this point, just wait for Nintendo to announce the Switch 2, Super Nintendo Switch, whatever the hell they gonna call it, and just buy that. Just buy that. It's no point. Or buy an Xbox Series X. It's no point. It's no point. One thing's for sure. Switch 2 is going to obliterate the PS5. This is probably as bad of a decision as they did with the PS3. And we're probably going to see the same results of what happened with that. Because Switch 2 already won. Nintendo could literally launch the Switch 2 with one game and they won. But the fact of the matter is that we know they're stacking games for this thing is it makes it even more insane. Like, games drive the hardware. It always been that thing, always been that way. It will remain that way. It's never going to change. It's never going to change. Hiroki Totoki understands that. This is why everybody was mad at him about saying Sony has not fostered enough new IP. That's what they need to improve at. But it's going to take some time for him to fix PlayStation the way he wants it to be. But in that meantime, it's going to be tough. You got 50% of your fan base is still on PS4. What have you done in the last 2 years to make them people get off the PS4? Nothing. But this $700 console ain't gonna do it. This is it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. I would not be shocked if the Xbox closed the gap pretty tight on the PS5. Because when GTA 6 comes out, and they better hope to God GTA 6 is not on Switch 2. Because that'll be a whole nother animal if that is the case. When GTA 6 comes out, the lowest port of entry to play GTA 6 is the Xbox Series S. We already seen through MPD sales that people will buy an Xbox for next generation games. They did it for College Football 25 from EA, and they did it for Madden 25. It's already been proven. So we already been proven that they will buy Xbox for the first party games with Starfield. And now it's actual data and proof that it will buy Xbox for major third party games that are not on current last gen consoles. What the hell you think gonna happen when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out? I don't give a damn. I don't care if they got the marketing rights. People are going to walk in the store. I want to play Grand Theft Auto 6. What systems can I buy? What is the cheapest option? It's going to be Series S. The people who play Grand Theft Auto don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. They don't care about you pushing 48 teraflops and 120 frames per second, 4K, 8K, upscale, pixelated. They don't care about none of that. Grand Theft Auto didn't sell over 100 million copies off of people who think like that. That's not why they're playing. That's not why they bought the game. That's not why they bought the game. It's going to be the Series S. It's going to be the base PS5 or the Xbox Series X. That's what it's going to be. And at that point, if you don't want to buy a Series S, you might as well buy the Series X. There's no point in buying the base PS5 over the Series X. There's no point. It's like there's no point, bro. Like, the people who buy that game doesn't care about none of that shit. And we already have the data to support that people who want to play and casually play games that are ultra popular, like the Maddens, like the College Football 25, they just want to play the game. They don't care about none of that. $30 for the stand, that's $30 for that cheap ass shit. I could go into Dollar Tree right now and buy something very similar to that damn stand. There's no way that stand is $30 goddamn dollars. Ain't no way. Somebody verify with me. Like, Ninja, I believe you, but somebody verify that this stand is $30. There's no way that ugly ass stand is $30 damn dollars. There's no way. I could buy a stand in Dollar Tree right now that's more sturdy than that damn shit. Ain't no way. So this I don't know what they doing, bro. But to me, this to me, certain things have to crash and burn in order to rebuild back into greatness. And I think this is what we're seeing out of PlayStation. It has to crash and burn in order to build back into greatness. Because there's no way this is successful. It's not success. It's not going to be successful. You're telling American people who are struggling, hey, this holiday, buy this $700 console. And by the way, don't buy no games for it because you can't stick it in there because there's no fucking disk drive. Yeah, that's gonna go over really well. That's gonna go over really well with people who are very much pinching their pennies and pinching their pockets this holiday season. This is retarded. This is stupid. This is insulting to gamers. This is insulting to gaming. Period. This sets a bad precedent. This is not some. This is bad. They have been bad for the industry for the last 2 generations. They have been bad for the industry. Making and canceling games. Uh, don't keep promises. You know what I mean? The interactive movie cinematic experience, what they did with all their damn games, basically toning down gameplay. It's like they have done so much worse to gaming than good. So much worse than gaming than good. It's like, how much is a disk drive? Can somebody somebody in the chat find that out real quick? How much is a disk drive? Because we got to put the price together here. We got $700 plus tax. If you're in America, you know you're finna get that tax. So $700 plus tax. So we're looking at probably $740 already. Then we got at a $30 stand. So that's 50, 60, that's $770. How much is the disk drive? $80 for the Bro, we're pushing $850, bro. Plus tax. $900. Let's just say $900. Let's round it up now. $900 for the complete PlayStation if you buy a PS5 Pro. To complete the PlayStation in all its completeness is $900. $80 for what? I'm calling all Sony peasants, Sony drones, Sony ponies, hoof clickers, Sony concubines, Sony escorts, all of y'all. Please let this bomb. This is not something for y'all to champion about. You got to put down your flag on this one. You have to put down your flag on this one. You have to put down your flag on this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. $700 for a console, which is already setting a bad precedent for next generation. Consoles should not be phone prices. Phone prices should be phone prices. This is not it, bro. This is not it. This is not it. I'm disgusted. I'm about to get out of here. Quick questions for anybody that have quick questions. I'll answer quick questions real quick before I get out of here. I'm disgusted, bro. I'm thoroughly disgusted with what I seen. And then he had audacity to show all these old games. You didn't even show a damn game to show this off. What is what are all the PlayStation Studios doing? There's no way nobody in the PlayStation Studios had one game available and ready just to show a little bit of what this thing can do. To try to persuade us into buying it somehow. You had not one new game able to be shown? Not one? Not one game, bro. At this point, Nintendo could wait to show the Switch 2 in January. Nintendo seen this shit and bust out laughing. Oh, we got it. We're done. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We just got to make sure our game releases and our game schedule for launch is on point. We got it. We ain't got to worry about it. they under no pressure now. No pressure. There's no pressure to show this. None. Oh my God, it costs over 1,000 in Canada to get the whole complete. This is crazy, bro. This is insane, bro. If you buying a PS5 Pro, I can't. I have no respect for you. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I don't care if I knew you for a long time or a short time. If you buy a PS5 Pro, as far I lost all respect for you as a gamer because it ain't about gaming. This is not. This has this. The purchase of this has nothing to do with gaming. A purchase of this has nothing to do with gaming. So it's Sony just thinks y'all are just puppets. Y'all are stupid ass puppets. That's what they think y'all are. They think y'all are stupid ass puppets, bro. It's despicable. It's deplorable. It's disgusting. It's ugly. It's not good for gaming. At this point, cut the show because I'm done. At this point, cut the show because I'm done. Pack it up. Close PlayStation up. At this point, just close it up. It's like if you buy this, I don't respect you as a gamer at all because at this point, it's not about gaming. There's nothing about gaming that you have to buy this $700 console for that has no disk drive, that has no vertical stand, that the company obviously doesn't give a damn about you because they haven't provided you nothing to play. PS5 Pro equal prostitute. You know that? Yeah, the PS5 prostitute. That's what we're gonna call this thing because that's exactly what this is. It's like, man, it's like PlayStation slaps y'all in the face and you're like, thank you, sir. Can I have another? Thank you, sir. I can have another. It's like, oh my God. This is disgusting, y'all. So get your questions in. I got a minute and a half before I get out of here. Any questions, real quick, and I'm gonna get on out of here and stuff. So this is not it, y'all. This is not it. I'm thoroughly upset. Thoroughly upset, people. Like this is booty chatter. This is bullshit. A maximum degree. And I'm about to get on Twitter and it's probably going to infuriate me more because I know some people on here are trying to defend this bullshit. I know people on Twitter trying to defend it. It's like y'all got to stop letting this company do shit like this. Y'all have to stop it. Y'all have to stop this from happening. It's we pushing eight, 900, $1,000 in some regions for this damn thing. So, do I think the Switch 2 will be built this month? It's going to be this month or next month. That's how I feel. Um, with the way they've been putting out information, it's probably this month or next month. I would hope it's in December so they could just go ahead and get through the holiday season first, so Switch can go ahead and knock out that PS2 record real quick. But it's kind of feeling like it's going to be September or October to me. So, yeah, I'll be back with some more videos about this once I get more information about the PS5 Pro and stuff and the Switch 2, and we'll talk more about it. But right now, I'm finna get off here because these dudes done pissed me off. These dudes are disgusting. They are disgusting, bro. And I don't know what they're doing. They're not a game company anymore. They're just basically trying to pimp and simp on a fan base that is just idiotic, stupid, and remedial. So with that being said, Switch game, we up. Because I can tell you this. I can tell you this for sure. The Switch 2 is gonna dominate this shit. And it ain't even gonna be close.